And join me live here in the sunshine on the south coast on what's been the hottest day in the UK so far this year, although some places are experiencing lightning and thunder.
Well, we heard earlier about wildfires in Greece. None of that here in the UK, but today is officially the hottest day of the year here. With many parts of the south feeling the heat, temperatures in Cambridge this afternoon reached 34.8 Celsius. Let's go live now to Duncan Kennedy, who is in Leon-the-Solent in Hampshire. Duncan.
And incredibly, Rita, it's still only the second week of August. There's still plenty of summer ahead. But you're right, those temperatures did return with a vengeance today. Temperature in Cambridge was more than 34 degrees, the hottest place in the country. That brought with it lots of yellow heat alerts right across the south and the east. It's all great news, of course, for families still on their school holidays. But for others, it's been a day of lightning and thunder.
In Leon-the-Solent, they had the heat and the waves, combining to produce an almost perfect summer's day.
What do you make of the weather?
Lovely, very nice, hot and sunny, just how we like it.
South coast temperatures rose to nearly 30 degrees. Inland, they passed that mark, with parts of Surrey reaching more than 32 degrees.
Can it ever get too hot? Because they're talking some places being in the 30s today.
Yes, it can be too hot. That's why we come out early and then we go home in the heat.
Do you notice a paddleboarder there?
Yes.
The busy beaches mean some volunteers have to scour the shoreline to keep people safe.
We have to keep an eye on what we call the little people, so swimmers, paddleboarders, people at the water's edge. Eyes along the coast, that's our motto.
Lowestoft in Suffolk was another area under a yellow heat alert, with health experts asking people to take precautions. For those on duty here, it's been a crowded beach to keep watch over.
And we're already getting busy with a constant stream of people coming down onto the beach, but so far we haven't had any major problems, and our lifeguards have been on top of everyone, making sure that we're giving out the safety advice needed to keep everyone safe and enjoy the day.
For some, though, the summer heat has brought thunderstorms. This was Birmingham, where lightning is believed to have struck this roof. It was the same at Aviemore. Firefighters were called after another storm saw lightning set fire to this home. But it's the heat that's been the jumbo-sized problem across much of the country. These Asian elephants at Blackpool Zoo were doing their best to cool off. For many of us, that relief won't come until later in the week. Duncan Kennedy, BBC News.
Today has been the hottest day of the year so far in the UK, with the temperature climbing to 34.8 Celsius or 94.6 Fahrenheit in Cambridge. A health alert lasting until Wednesday morning has been issued for large areas of the Midlands and the south, although further north the weather is a little bit cooler. Well, the heat might be just right for days at the seaside, but it can also be really uncomfortable and even dangerous. Chloe Keedy reports.
In Southend-on-Sea this afternoon, there was scarcely a square inch of beach that hadn't been claimed. Many had come to make the most of the hot weather. Others to try and find some sanctuary from it, wherever they could.
I literally just come back from Spain last weekend and it's hotter over here than it is there.
What are you doing to keep yourselves cool? Slushies on the go.
Slushies?
Yes, whole drinks.
We've got a tent for the little ones, lots of hydration.
I got a lolly called the rainbow one.
A rainbow lolly?
I got a colour lolly.
And are they helping you to cool down?
Yeah.
Because winter's better and I don't like getting sunburned.
What are you doing at the beach then?
I like to go and get crabs and fish.
But after a busy few days, volunteer lifeguards here are asking anyone who does get in the water to remember these 3 tips.
Number 1, know the tides. Know what the tide is doing, whether it's coming in, going out. Number 2 particularly would be make sure someone knows where you are, especially if you are going in the water by yourself. Make sure that someone does know where you are and for how long you're going to be there. And lastly, a means of communication. So if you've got a mobile phone in a waterproof case, so if you do get in trouble, you've got a way of calling 999 and asking for the Coast Guard.
It might be hotter here in Southend than it is in some parts of Spain today, but of course Not everyone can get to the beach, and some are stuck inside homes that simply aren't set up for this kind of heat.
I was sticking tinfoil on here.
Jonathan has resorted to extreme measures. He lives and works from his upper floor flat in Buckinghamshire, which he says is so badly ventilated he has to cover the windows to try and keep cool.
I don't cook anything in the summer because it's just too hot, both in the flat and my body. So I just have everything to cool myself, you know, like yogurt and watermelon and cucumbers and things like this. You shouldn't have to live like this. It's a constant battle.
Even those with the benefit of a coastal breeze today may be relieved to hear that these very high temperatures aren't expected to last. Chloe Keedy, ITV News, Southend-on-Sea.
Well, one of our own who was in Paris soaking up the Olympic spirit is now out in the London sunshine. Sally, of course, you've returned to a scorcher.
I have, Carolyn, and I was in a scorcher in Paris, and I remember being in the Stade de France and I couldn't work out why people are staring at me, and then every so often I'd look down. I remember that I was shoulder to knee in GB flags, and that would have explained the staring because I looked like a complete sausage. But anyway, sausages aside, we are in Granary Square on a Monday night, fun day night, because there's so many people here. Now, over there is now, down by the canal, a cinema. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids showing, if you're interested. And then over here, this is where all the fun starts. This is where you cool down, all the kids splashing around, hello there, in the fountains. And earlier, I caught up with some of them to see how war was going down with the splashing. Oh, yes, good stuffing. Wow. Oh my gosh, you've totally soaked me. She definitely got me. What have you been doing today?
Filling up the bottles and splashing my brothers.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Do you like it? Is it good? Yeah? Your secret weapon, am I right?
Yeah.
Have you been filling people up?
Yeah.
Like him? Did she get you with it? No! Good, dodging.
I'm gonna get him.
You're gonna get him now though. Good luck. So what do you have to do to get an ice cream round here?
I'm not too sure.
Do you have to be good?
Yeah.
Have you been good?
Yeah.
Then good luck. I'm addicted to these fountains. I'm back in them now. And you have to be careful where you stand because otherwise they might go up your skirt. Anyway, if you didn't hear me earlier, we had hottest day for the last 2 years. Got up to 33.5 in London. It did get a little bit hotter elsewhere in the country. I think the record was in Cambridge where they got up to plus 34. But it's not lasting. In fact, there's even a little raindrop here at the moment.